Now here I just wanted to, here if you go and run this, so here you can see you got the names whose names count is like the 228, 220, 60, 216 like this. So now I just wanted to add the condition over here. So for that I'll be using the having. Okay, let's say the, we can say the count. Okay, count. Okay, this one, count first name, you can say, is let's say repeated 250. Okay, repeated more than 200. Okay, 250 times, right? I just want those names only. Okay, those who repeated more than two, okay, 250 times, right? So let me go and run this, and here you go. Okay, we got the names those who repeated more than 250, okay, 250 times. Okay, which means that 250 times you can see all the names which are, repeated more than 250 times. That's how you can apply it. Okay, now after this, okay, uh let me go through you the another, let's say, another query for the same, so you can understand this. uh okay, like if you go over here in the table, you can see the table of salaries. Okay, you can see the table of the salaries, so try to use that particular table, so you can see that the salary is there. Okay, so what we can do, we can, okay, try to select all the column names. Okay, all the columns. Okay, select all the columns and one more column in that. Okay, which column? Average salary, right? I'll be using the average salary in that. Okay, from our salaries data. Okay, the, okay, salaries, not the salary. Okay, okay, now here what I'm doing is I'm, you know using this. Okay, I'm applying a group by. Okay, because if you see that the, first name is repeated and all, so that's why I'll be simply using the employee number for this. Okay, and here I'll be, let's say, ordering it, order by, again the employee, we can say employee number. Okay, and uh, now here you can see, let's say, uh, I just wanted to see the average salary of employees, uh, let's say greater than 1,20,000. Okay, 1,20,000. So here what I can do is I can simply use the having clause. Okay, having, and here I'm just adding the average salary. You can see salary is, let's say, greater than 1,20,000. Okay, by employee, by employee number, and lastly we can simply use the column. Okay, let's say and beautify this. Now you can see this is our code. Now let me go and run this. You see, I got the all the information about the employees, okay, whose salary is greater than 1,20,000. You see over here. See, so that's how you can put the multiple queries, okay, to fetch your data, to fetch your data. Understood? Now here you can use the where clause as well, right? Okay, let's say if you are using the where clause, you will get the same output. Okay, let me show you where clause if you are using. Okay, so here you can see that, okay, the somewhat, okay, this thing. Why? Because if you see, okay, this where clause you can see over here is not valid at this position, because if you see, okay, I added this particular condition with for the average. So which means that if you are dealing with the aggregate function, so it's proper to use the having clause instead of this. So you can use it over here like this. Okay, so let me go and run this. See, we got the error. Okay, now here we got the error which is saying that, okay, which is not valid. Okay, so which means that, okay, the where clause is not valid at this particular point, right? So that is a simple thing you should know about it. So that is a, you can see that the basic difference between the where clause and the having clause you can see over here. Let's go and use this. Yeah, so that is it. Now after this, guys, understand the, let's say, the same thing. Okay, let's say this thing. Okay, let's go ahead with this, because here if you see how many rows are there, okay, you will find that the 193 rows we got. Okay, now if I don't want this, okay, if I don't want this 193 rows, I want to see the only, let's say, 100 rows, the first 100 rows I wanted to see, I can simply put the limit over here. Okay, I can put the limit over here, you if you see. Okay, and I can simply run this, so you can see that we got the first 100 rows. Okay, so like that you can apply the multiple things. Okay, now after this, okay, we can apply any multiple things, any multiple aggregate function. We can apply the sum, like as we saw as we saw the count. See, this is the count. Okay, we apply the aggregate average. As okay, in simple words, you can apply the sum as well. Okay, then you can apply the minimum maximum as well, right? Like if you wanted to go ahead and round your like if the salary is giving you the uh, in the multiple decimal points, so you can round your that particular value by 2 digits, 3 digits, or whatever digits you want. Okay, which means that the decimal points you can say. Okay, so you can use the round function as well. Okay, like that. Okay, you can uh, do the multiple things with this. Okay, in the aggregate function, because of the like some time constraint. Okay, like will not be able to show you the all the things which are there in the aggregate function, but lot of aggregate functions are there. Like as we mentioned the few names, sum, minimum, maximum, average, count, you can do. Okay, so in the same way you can also do the multiple things. Okay, so now after this, after understanding this, let's go ahead and understand the joins. Let's understand the joins, how you can go ahead with the joins. Okay, so let's say if I tell you the, like let's say if you wanted to go ahead with the uh, inner join. Okay, so how you can do that? Okay, so for going with the inner join, okay, like we'll have to like create the few, let's say few duplicate tables. Okay, for this, because like for join, okay, we will have the tables with the with the common, you can say the primary key is there. Okay, so it's possible. So if you have the multiple let's say table or the duplicate table, then it is very much similar. So for that, what we can do is, okay, we can simply go ahead and create the, let's say uh, the duplicate table, right? So for that, we can just go ahead and like let's see the departments. Okay, the first table. Let's go ahead with the first table. Huh? Now here you can see that in the departments we have the only two columns, department number and department names. So let's go and create a duplicate table for this. Okay, So for this, I'm gonna use the create table, right? Create table departments, okay? The duplicate table I just wanted to create. And here you can see in the duplicate table, I just wanted to, uh, how many columns are there? Let's say two columns are there. I just wanted to add the same columns, department number, right? Then you can see the, let's say, the characters. Okay, the characters for the how many character, let's say go ahead with the, because we are creating the duplicates and all, so it's not that much, uh, you know good data we want to create. So let's create this. Okay, now after this, uh, let us go ahead with the department name. Okay, again here you can see that the varchar, okay, and let's say 40. Okay, and the again the null, right? And now you can simply create this and done. Now let's go and beautify this, and here you see that we will able to create this particular table. Okay, now see, let's go and run this because we are creating the duplicate table, guys. Okay, so first we just created the this particular table. See, after creating this particular table, let's fill the value. Okay, let's fill the value. So for filling the value, we'll be using the insert into departments, right? Departments duplicate table, right? And here what we are doing is we are just inserting the, you know department department number and the, let's say, department name. I just wanted to, insert it, right? Now if you see over here, okay, now we can simply, let's say, like, from where we can insert these. So we can simply use the, let's say, uh, we can use this, okay, from our same table, which is nothing but the original department tables, right? Select all from departments, right? And the semi-comma, beautify it, okay, and simply go and run. So I guess this might work. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so here you can see that, okay, because here you can see that the, the query which is, somewhat added query here. So for sometimes this brush won't work. See, I'm using this won't work. Okay, so sometimes it might not work. So this is the query. If you wanted to beautify it, you can simply go ahead and you can, uh, write this code into the uppercase. Okay, Mm, insert insert into department number, and you can simply go over here. You can, let's say, you can put like this. Okay, you can use this department number, you can use this. Okay, and you can select this. Okay, this is all the things you can do, and the rest of the thing, as I guess this again, it is not working. Now we can go ahead with manually as well, right? We can go ahead like this, and this is how you can beautify your code. See, it's very simple. And again, run this. Again, you can see we got the output. Okay, now guys, okay, after this, let's try to, we can say that the apply the inner joins. Okay, but you can see that here we just created the two duplicate tables. Okay, so like we can, just remove either, let's say, uh, you know let's say any data from this particular our table, okay, which is this select star from uh, departments. I guess this won't work, so use this departments, okay, and beautify this, and let's go and run this. Now here you can see that you have the department numbers, okay. So what we can do is we can simply, let's say as we created the department duplicates now, so what we can do, we can simply, let's say, remove the few, department number. So this will not be like the this will not will be the exact same, right? So what we can do, we can simply use any department number, like the D009 is there, or D0012, D009 is there. So we can use any random one, okay. So for that, let me just go over here, and what I can do is I can let's say delete, okay, from the, you know let's say departments duplicate, right? And here I'm just adding where my department number is going to be, let's go ahead with any random, okay, like D002, let's say, okay. This is the thing, okay, and let go and beautify this particular code, okay. Let's go and run this, okay. Like here we can see, okay, we are using a, okay. uh, Now what we can do, okay, let's say we can add the few things as well, okay, and then we'll see. uh, okay, let's say I'll be adding insert, okay, into departments duplicates, okay. um, the I'll be adding into the, let's say, department name, I can say, okay. And I'll be using the, in the values I'll be using it as a, let's say, uh, public relations, we can see, relations, you can simply say, okay. So this is the thing. Now what we can do, we can put this and we can simply insert this. We'll try to insert this, okay. Now done. And okay, uh, like here, let me go and recheck this, okay. Again I am getting the error. So here what I can do is I'll have to, run this particular thing, okay, because here you can see that we got the error 1175, you are using safe update mode. So what I'm saying that, okay, SQL, okay, the, let's say, safe updates equal to 0, null, okay. Okay, now here SQL setup, I'll have to, here you can see that I'll have to set this. So what I can do is I can simply use the set over here, right? Now it might work, I guess. Let's go and run this. And now here you can see, and the second thing, let's go and apply this. Now done. Now here you can see that the two rows are affected. Now we can simply see our duplicate data which we created, okay. departments duplicate. Okay, let me beautify this. Okay, go ahead and run these, and here you can see. Now you can see we just added the, you know, this particular term over here. Which one? We just added the public relations. You can see public relations, but we don't have any, name for it, right? So this is the thing, and we just created the duplicates now, so that's why you will be able to see the duplicates. Few duplicates are here, right? Because why we are doing this, guys? Because to show you the joins, how you can apply the inner join, outer join, right? So let us go with the joins, right? So for that, uh, like for applying the joins, we need the one more thing, and what it is, like we need to, the create one more, data, so we can, specially show you this thing. Okay, so what we can do is we can check the another thing. Employee number. Okay. Okay, so what we can do is, guys, we can simply go ahead and create this department manager table as a, duplicate table for this particular table. Okay, for, for to show you, the duplicates, the, the joins, how you can apply the joins on it. Okay, so I guess it might work. Okay, for this particular part. So for that, what we can do is we can, you know uh, let's say we can add the few more values inside it in the department duplicate. So for that, we can use insert into, you know departments, duplicate, and here I'll be using the, department. You can say that the department number, and I'll be adding the values in it. Okay, and let's say I just wanted to add the value T010. It's totally, fine to take any random value. Okay, and I can go ahead with the, let's say, again um, the same, this thing. Okay, okay, this is the, okay, done. Now put the semi-comma over here. Okay, and you can simply go ahead with this. Okay, and run this, and now here you can see, and now after this, let's make the, you know the table, which is nothing but the duplicate of the department manager, right? So for that, we can use this particular thing. Okay, like we created the table over here now. Yes, we just created this particular table now, so we can simply select this. Okay, after selecting this, we can simply use the department, okay, manager over here, and the duplicate table, right? Now in my department manager table, if you see, will be we'll have the employee number. Okay, so we'll have the employee number, right? We, and the employee number, the type of this is going to be the integer, so let's put this. Okay, then, and this will be like non-null, right? You can say that the not null. After this, if you see, then we have the, the second name, which is nothing but the department number for this. So let's go ahead with the, the character, which is, let's go ahead with the 4. Okay, and let's go with the next one, which is nothing but the from date. Okay, from date, you can see, and put the type for this is going to be the date, and this is going to be the not null. Okay, then we have the to date, right? Again, the type for this is going to be the date, and let's say this is going to be the null. Okay, now after this, okay, let's beautify it. Okay, and go and run this. Okay, again the zero row affected. Okay, this is just the warning we got. So like it may be the future warning we got. So like don't worry about this, because we'll never get the error for this. Okay, now after this, after creating this particular data, okay, the table inside this particular employees table, so what we can do, we can simply go ahead and we can insert the values, the few values into our department manager duplicate. Okay, we'll be adding this. Now we'll be using this. We can see the select the all the rows from department manager table. Done. So this is the thing. Now let's go and run this. See, we'll be able to run this particular line of code. Now here we can see we are just adding the few values over here. Okay, few values over here which we can say that the duplicates value. Okay, so what we can use, let's say uh, insert into department manager duplicate. Okay, and we are adding this employee number over here. Those are the few extra, we can say that the values from date. Okay, I just wanted to add, let's say these two. Okay, now what I'm doing, I just wanted to add the values for this. Okay, the employee number and duplicate. So we know that the, let's say the employee number, so if you wanted to see the employee number, you can see not like this. Let me go and create this over here. Select, okay, star from uh, department manager. So we'll be able to see this thing. let let's go and run this. So here you can see that the employee number like this 1111. Okay, 11011. Okay, so what we can do is we are just writing the employee value, which is, let's say, any random value. Okay, but in the 6 digits we can say. So let's say 406, right? Then add the date, because here you can see that we just added the date. So the format for date is going to be like this, because year, then you can see the month, and then you can see the date over here. Okay, Com you know you can put this and you can get the comma. Now what we can do, we can simply copy and paste it. Okay, we can just pasting this thing over here. Okay, this is the second thing. Then we are pasting it. Let's say we are pasting it. Okay, now after this, just change these few values. Let's say 6 now. uh, let's say 4. Okay, 7, 8. Okay, go ahead with any random value in simple words. Okay, so what I can do is I can simply erase this and add this. Okay, this is a semicolon because this is the end, right? Simply insert this and run this. Now here you can see that we'll be able to add the few duplicate values over here. Okay, and here also, as we did over here, okay, let's say just remove the know uh, any one of the the number, we can say. So for that, okay, here we are just going with this department manager, departments uh, manager duplicates, right? So this is the thing, and let's go and run this. Now guys, after this, we are ready to understand the inner join. Now basically, if we're talking about the inner join, so let me show you the inner join is, or we can understand the inner join from here. Okay, So guys, okay, let's say this is my two table, this is my first table, this is my second table. Okay, so for understanding inner join, okay, we need to combine this like this. So this particular portion, you can say this is my inner join intersection part. If you know the set theory, A and B two sets are there. So if you know the intersection of A and B, which is nothing but the common region, so common region. So in, you know, over here in my SQL, we'll be using the inner join. So that's what we are doing over here. We are just finding out the common values from the both the tables by using the, you know, the our basically primary keys, foreign keys, okay, of my data. So here what we can do is we can simply go ahead and apply the inner join. Okay, so let's say now I just wanted to, like, for that let me show you the this thing over here. Okay, now here you can see that we just created the department duplicates and the department manager duplicates table. You can see this is my, you know, tables we just created. Understood? Now here you can see I just wanted to extract, okay, I just wanted to extract the department number, you know, department number from this particular table department manager duplicates, and let's say I just wanted to, you know, the extract the, let's say, employee number, okay, from the same. Okay, and I just wanted to extract the department name from the department duplicates, right? So that's what we wanna, you know, do. So for that, okay, what we can do is we can go with the select star, okay, or we can say that I just wanted to, you know, select the department number, right, from which table department manager duplicate. So I can simply use the M, okay, for that particular column, for that particular table. Yes, if you understand the intersection, so intersection we can say that it's nothing for it's nothing but for the set. So inner join, if you see, so inner join, which means that we are taking the common values, common rows based on the employee number or any particular, you know, any particular foreign key or any particular column we can say, which is unique in between those column, okay, those table we can say. So let's say we are just selecting the department number and let's say the employee number from the same table, and now I just wanted to select the department name from this particular table from my another table. So let's say D from department, okay, name. I just wanted to select this. Now what I can do is I can use the from, because we select, okay, here we want to select the two columns from one table and one column from another table. Okay, now here you can see we'll be using from the department manager duplicate. Okay, so see this is my first table, right? So what I can do is I can simply use this as the M table, my M table, and I can simply not my database, I can simply go ahead with and I can simply use the inner join, just use the inner join to join my another table. Which table? My departments table. Okay, my departments table. Okay, departments table, right? So what I can do is departments as D, right, on, okay, any particular column. So here that column is going to be the, let's say, my department number, okay, for both the columns. So D department number. This is a bit tricky guys, okay, like you can go ahead with the, you know, recordings, then you will understand this. Okay, and let's say go with the order by, okay, with the our again the any column which is nothing but the department number, let's say, and semi comma this. Let's go and beautify this code. Now here you can see, okay, this is my code. Now what I am doing, okay, yes, yeah, yeah, okay, let me tell you what is m. So basically m is nothing but the name for this particular column, because here you can see instead of using this bigger name, okay, this is the alias for this, which means that I'll be using m instead of this particular table name. Instead of D, I'll be using the departments, right? Okay. So let us go and run this. And here we got the, you know, the inner join data, which means that from two different column, this department column, the table and the department manager duplicate table, we got this data. See, department number is from this employee number is from this, right? And if you see, the department name is from here, you know the department name is from here. So which means that, okay, you can simply use the multiple joins. You can use the multiple joins to basically, apply the multiple things, or which means that to get the multiple columns from the different data sets, different tables, you can say. Okay, so that is nothing but the join. So we have the left join, we have the right join, and now, okay, it's your work to now, instead of just chain the from instead of inner join, you can use the right join. You can go with the any other join, left join, you can go with the full join, right? So these all the different joins are there. Okay, so you can go ahead with and understand each and every join, right guys? Okay, now after these, uh, the last thing I just wanted to show you, the which one, I just wanted to show you the subquery. Okay, subquery, and then we'll move to the, like, how you can connect your server, this SQL server, to the Python and an R, right? So for that, what we can do is, okay, like this is about the subquery, right? So let's say, uh, let's say I just wanted to select and let's say last name from employees table. Okay, employees table, we can say, okay, and we can say that, okay, employees table for the, for the same, okay, employee number, because of employee number, we can say that can be, we can say, from the let's say department manager table, right? Department manager table, right? So that's what we wanna do. Okay, department. Okay, this is my question. Okay, I just wanted to select first and last name from the employees table for the same employees number. Again, what we can, okay, what we gonna do is, what we gonna, okay, just select it from the department manager table, right? So what we can do is, okay, again we can use the select, right? And here again we have the two different tables, first employee table, and then we have the, department manager table. So what I can do is, I can use the E as my employees table and D as my employees manager table. Okay, or the department manager table as the DM. Okay, just the initials only. So E dot first name, I'll be selecting, again E dot last name, I'll be selecting. Okay, and then what I can do is, from my employees, and that is nothing but the E, because we we are using this E. And now we are saying that, okay, that particular, same employee that can be formed in the department manager table. Okay, that can be from, department manager table. So what I can do is I can simply use a where clause over here, and I'll be saying that, you know my the employee number is from the, department manager table. So that's why I'll be using the in. Okay, I'll be using the in, and here I'll be writing my sub query, which is nothing but the select the, employee number from department manager table, from department manager. Okay, it's not that, it's only department manager. We can say that the table, this is my sub query. Let's go and beautify this. So now guys understand this particular query. Okay, my question is to just select the first and last name from the employee table, and for the same employee's number that can be from the department manager table. Okay, so here you can see we are selecting first and last name from the employees, and what we are doing, what okay, we are selecting the employee number from the department manager table. That is it. Okay, so let's go and run this, and here you can see we got this. Okay, so that's how you can go ahead and apply the multiple queries, okay, inside the one query. So that is nothing but the sub query. Okay, that is nothing but the sub query. Understood guys? Now let's quickly go to the Python and see how we can, just go ahead with the this particular thing. Okay, how we can connect the MySQL and Python. Okay, m is m is just the, the alias we can say, and create the one thing, script, new script, and let's connect our R first, and then we can connect our the Python. Okay, quickly. So let's go, and guys, one more thing, this is just for the SQL. Now in the tomorrow session you will be get to know about the Tableau, and Tableau, how you can create the desktop, the dashboard in the Tableau, right? MySQL, if you know R MySQL library, so you can simply use this R MySQL. I already, install this particular library. I installed this particular library. If you wanted to install, you can simply go over here and install this. Okay, for now what I'm doing, I'll be using the library. Okay, and in that I'll be just adding the name. Okay, R MySQL. Okay, this is the library. Now let's go and run this. Okay, now see I'm able to connect this. Now after this, here you can see that let's build the connection between the MySQL and R. So for that what I can do is I can simply say MySQL connection, the name for this. Okay, and just use the DB connect. Okay, here you can see the DB connect. Just use these and simply apply this R, you know just write this code, which is nothing but the R MySQL, and which is saying that, okay, just connect with the MySQL. Okay, just connect with the MySQL, right? So after connecting this, here you can see you will have to add the which database you wanna, you know and get the access. So now as we know what, which database I want the employees, right? I want the employees. Second thing is that, okay, I'll have to go with the mentioning the host. Okay, because if you see, this is not the case. Okay, this is the name only. So if you, okay, here if you see that my host is going to be the local host. Okay, and for you guys as well, your host is also the local host, because in the system you are using it, huh? You will have to mention the port, like as I told you, the port number is going to be the 3306. This is the default port number for all, right? My name is user over here, right? The root over here, and the password is also root, right? So this is the thing, and let's go and run this only. I got the error because you can see that, because of the typo. Okay, employees. Okay, now let's go and run and see. Yes, now, yes, we just connect. Okay, connection is built. Okay, now what I can do, I can simply just, you know, list the tables. So for I can do, I can simply use the DB list of the tables. Okay, so here you can see the DB list tables, and I'll be using my SQL connections. Okay, this is my, like, this is the thing. Okay, this thing I just copy paste over here, right? So let's go and run this. Okay, see how many tables are there in my database. Okay, these many tables are there. I added the few duplicates over here. See, department duplicate, department manager duplicate. See, so I recently added this, right? So that is the thing. Now if you wanted to, let's say if you wanted to go ahead and if you wanted to, let's say, write the query, what you can do, you can simply use db send query. Use these, and this is your connection now, MySQL connection, right? So see, and here just type the query, select star from employees, right? So this is your query. You can simply go and run this, and you can see the results. Okay, let me show you the results. Okay, here as well you can simply go and see the results. Okay, if you wanted to go and make the print, so you can use the print result, and let's say and run this, and here you can see the results. Now see, if you wanted to get it in the results, uh, let's say you wanted to see the 5 columns. Okay, the 5 rows. So what you can do, you can use the fetch results. Okay, and let's say n equal to 5. You can simply use this. Okay, this is the thing, you can simply go and print it, and you can go. Okay, see, employee number, birth date, first name, last name, gender, hire date, you can able to get this. Okay, so this is how you can build this is how you can make the connection in between the, RStudio and the MySQL. Okay, now guys, like I guess we are running out of the time, so like we have the already code with us, so we can simply run this code and we'll tell you. So for that guys, okay, we'll have to install this particular library in Python if you wanted to, make the connection between MySQL and Python. So here you can see MySQL and a connector Python library is there. Okay, you can uncomment this code and you can go and run this particular thing. So definitely you will be able to install this library in the Python, restart your kernel again, and go and import this, you know the the library, we can say. After that, just use the MySQL mc dot connect. Just put your user as a root, password is root, host is nothing but the common for all. Okay, in Python, database is, let's say, I just wanted to, use this particular, I just wanted to, let's say, go ahead with uh, the employees. Okay, okay, I just wanted to go with this. So what I can do, I can simply just copy this all the code, okay, and run this. Okay, So here you can see that after this, let's go and make the print. So here you can see, okay, this is okay. Now you are ready to go for the further things, which means that you can use this cursor, which means you can able to, add your query over there, okay, by using this cursor method. Now what you are saying, just execute this particular create database my database, okay, create database my database, because here you can see that, okay, here I just added the one particular thing. So here what I can show you, okay, like let me go and run this. I got the error because here what we are looking for, we are just looking for these many things, okay, employees. So what I can do, I can run this particular, you know the code which I ran in the R studio as well, from employees. Let's go and run this, and here you can see, okay, we got executed, this particular code is executed, right? And you can be able to see, this particular code, uh, we can say the data, okay, and let me go and run this. Okay, this result is 100. Now here you will have to, make the, for this particular, what you can do, okay, you can, okay, just select this and run this. See, it's again I'm getting the error because see, I already ran this particular thing over here, okay. So guys, in short, which means, okay, that's how you can simply, go ahead and read this, okay. That is the, we can say that the only things, like the main thing is to understand how you can connect the, database to the, to particular, let's say this particular Python. Like if you don't want to add this, okay, so let's go to this and let me try this one, okay. Let me go with this, okay, my cursor, okay, let me remove this, okay, and I guess let's go and run this. Okay guys, uh, we'll be, we'll talk about this guys in the tomorrow session, because uh, like we are running out of the time, and you know like I guess it will take some time, okay. So I'll show you this tomorrow, and definitely tomorrow we'll be talking about the, the how you can build the Tableau desktop, the dashboards, right? Okay guys, so uh, thank you for your time.